Hey my people, it's your girl Too Blessed. I hope everybody is having a great day and that everyone has had a great week. It's Friday, so we made it. Another work week down, so woo, I feel so good being off. But it's a rainy day, so if you hear any background noise, it's probably the rain. I'm in my car, so it's probably the rain hitting my car. But y'all, I wanted to come on and talk about this Wendy Williams. Oh, child, you see them dry lips? Hold on one moment. We ain't about to do this. Nip. Hey. There we go. Okay, there we go. So, girl, I gotta have my lip gloss gotta be popping. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this Wendy Williams mess. Okay, so I know y'all have seen it. It's all over the news. The blogs and all that different stuff. So all over social media. I'm really kind of tired of this whole thing. I've never really cared for Wendy Williams. Like, I've never actually cared for Wendy Williams. And I know, don't come for me, because I didn't send for y'all, to all the Wendy Williams fans. But she's just a little too messy for me. And, okay, so in case you've been living under a rock and don't know what's going on with the Wendy Williams situation. Her husband, Kevin, of course, he's been cheating on her. I don't even know if you can consider it cheating, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but he's been cheating on her. And his side piece, Sharina, she actually just had a baby girl named Journey. And Wendy Williams is supposedly talking about a divorce. I don't believe that. And she ended up having to check herself into a rehab facility. All this other craziness, but that's the story in a nutshell. Oh, and a man just came out, a singer who was signed to them, just came out and said that he had a sexual relationship with Kevin Hunter. So that doesn't surprise me. I'll explain that in a minute too. But it's just a whole big mess. But let me tell y'all my opinion on this situation, okay? Let's talk for 1 minute. So, the reason... Let me see, how can I put this without sounding like a jerk face? If this was another woman, if this was any other woman on the street, just around, I would feel really, really bad for this particular woman. You know what I mean? If they were in this particular situation, I know this happens all the time to women, and it just breaks my heart that, you know, their husbands, you know, can cheat, and not only cheat, but then go have a baby with that side piece or whatever. Like, I just feel really horrible. However, in the case of Wendy Williams, I really don't feel so bad. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't feel so bad. Because, one, I don't believe that she didn't know. I believe this was an arrangement between her, Kevin, and Sharina. I believe it's an arrangement, and I believe that Wendy Williams had known this whole time what he was doing, but it wasn't supposed to get out. You know what I mean? It was supposed to be something that just happened. You know, that was just a little arrangement in their relationship. It wasn't supposed to get out. This is what I believe. So that's the first reason I don't feel bad, because I'm like, oh, you just, you know, you are divorce. You are making it like, oh wait, first I heard, no, let me take this back. The first thing she was saying was all is well in Huntersville on her show. How you gonna come on and talk about all is well in Huntersville when everybody has social media now and can clearly see that this was not only is Kevin cheating, but that he was having a baby with the side piece. How you gonna come on and talk about all is well in Huntersville? You trying to get back at Sharina by saying all is well in Huntersville, basically letting Sharina know I'm not leaving my husband or whatever, I'm not going anywhere. But I think Sharina got tired of hiding. I think that she's just like, I'm over this whole thing. And got tired of hiding because there's a picture of Sharina and Kevin on vacation. Now, I get confused because everybody acts like these pictures get leaked or these videos just get leaked all the freaking time when it comes to these celebrities. But how? How, Slay? How? How, Slay? How did your photo, Sharina, get leaked with Kevin? I believe you leaked that photo on purpose because you were tired of hiding. You were tired of being the undisclosed, side piece or whatever, even though everybody already knew that y'all were together. You were just tired. And I think that you have, basically messed up the agreement. Kevin, the situation is out of Kevin's hands now. And he's just in a pot of hot boiling water at the moment. He is in a pot of hot boiling water. But I also believe that Wendy Williams is not innocent. I believe that she's done her dirt. I honestly believe that. I believe that they might have an open arrangement. And if they don't have an open arrangement, then she's allowed him to be with Sharina while she does her thing on the side as well. I do not believe that she was completely oblivious to the situation and this all happened out of the blue for her, and she thought Kevin was. I don't believe that. I believe that they have an arrangement going on and things are just getting out of control. I believe that Sharina is messing stuff up because she is tired of being a side chick. That's just my opinion. Now, my other issue with Wendy Williams is this. She will not really address it on her show. And I take issue with that because, one, you have spent your whole entire career spilling everybody else's tea, dishing everybody else's dirt. But when it comes to yours, you don't have anything to say. All is well in Huntersville. No, it's not. Tell people the truth. It's not all well. You would do much better spilling your own tea rather than having somebody else go find it out and spill it on you. Like, if you spill your own tea, then there's nothing else anyone can say. What can anyone say when you are telling it yourself? That's like somebody who's a thought and they know they're a thought. If they go around saying, if they tell you they're a thought, then what? There's nothing else you can say about it. There's nothing else you can do about it. They just told you they're a thought. You got to move on. It's no longer tea. You know what I mean? So I just didn't like that. And I mean, you have a whole show, a whole career based upon other people's downfalls, mistakes, hardships. You have a whole career based upon it. But when yours happen, when your life happens, as it does to everybody, you want to get quiet and just, expect everyone to understand that you don't, you're just not gonna speak on it. That's your private life. And no. Not when you spent your whole career talking about everybody else and you had no sympathy for anyone else. Then when you talk about going to rehab for yourself, you want to make it like it's a serious situation and it's not a laughing matter, and you want sympathy. And no, if this was anybody else, y'all, if this was anyone else, she would be jumping down their throat. She would have read them for filth if it was anybody else. But because it's her, we're supposed to be so sympathetic, and this is not tea. This is not gossip. This is not this. You are no different than the next celebrity that you're going to talk about when your show comes back on. You are no different. You're no different. You can be a cup of tea like everybody else. I don't like that. I don't like her because I don't feel like she's genuine. I just don't. I don't get any genuineness from her. And I feel like this situation just further proved my point, because a genuine person addresses the elephant in the room. She doesn't really want to address it. She wants to move on. How can you sit there and watch her and listen to her talk about other people and their business when you know there's a huge elephant in the room, and her husband done got a side piece pregnant, had a whole other baby, and all this other mess going on? Supposedly he beat her and everything else. Now, I'm not saying any of that is okay. Don't get me wrong. That's not cool. But I'm saying that she has a whole situation that she doesn't address. Now, that also could be partly due to the fact that Kevin owns a lot of, owns a lot of that stuff with the show, everything. They're together in a lot of the stuff. So another reason might be that she doesn't want to address it because of that reason. She don't want to get herself into any hot water legally. But I don't know. I just feel like it would have to be I feel like if it was me, I would have to address it, and I would have to tell Kevin I have to address it. It's out. It's in the media. Everyone knows. The cat is out the bag. We might as well go ahead and address it. And if I'm staying with you, I'm staying with you. Let that be that. I don't believe Wendy is going anywhere personally. If she goes forth with the divorce, I believe it's because she's trying to save face for herself. I don't believe it's because she's actually so mortified by the situation and so hurt. I believe that it will be because she doesn't want to look foolish. But I honestly don't believe she's going anywhere. Probably because just out of spite for Sharina. Not wanting Sharina to be able to have won the battle, over Kevin. So, then, supposedly, Wendy Williams was messing around with Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne the God is married as well. So, this is why I say I don't believe she's 100% innocent. I can't sit here and just bash Kevin Hunter when I know that Wendy Williams doesn't have clean hands. Her hands are not clean. You got your hands in the cookie jar too. You've been doing stuff too. It's just that his stuff is out. You know what I mean? His stuff is out. He didn't do what he was supposed to do to keep it under wraps. He's not keeping Sharina under control. His stuff is out. And then the other thing about Sharina is I don't understand her, because if he's taking care of you, if you still going on trips, if you still living your best good life with him, that's his side piece, why aren't you standing your side piece place? Like, what? I think that maybe Sharina doesn't want to be a side piece anymore. I don't feel like she loves Kevin, but I don't think she wants to be his side piece anymore. I just don't think she wants to. I think she wants to be more than that, and she wants to be, I don't know if she wants to be a wife or, just his main chick or whatever. I don't know, but I don't think she wants to be his side piece anymore. That's the only reason I can think of that she will be doing this, because she's definitely a big part of why everything is out the way it is, honestly. And I know everybody has an opinion about the situation, but that's just my take on it. Then this singer talking about he done slept with Kevin, and if y'all want to see the interview he did with Tasha K, I think his name was Avion, something like that. He did an interview with Tasha K, and he was very explicit. So I don't know how much y'all want to know, but he tells it all. Like, He tells it all. He does not hold back. He does not sugarcoat at all. He tells it all. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, Tasha K did a interview with him over on her channel, so you can check that out. But I believe it, because I believe that most of these celebrities, a lot of these celebrities, men, do dabble. Hollywood is very colorful. I'm gonna put it like that. Hollywood is very colorful. I honestly believe it, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like, that wasn't a huge, shocker to me. And supposedly, Sharina knew about the dude, the Avion dude, that, like, she kind of approved him. And I'm telling y'all, it sounds really wild, because it is wild, but the things that go on in Hollywood, you would not believe. And it's so crazy, you don't want to believe it. Like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy you want to dismiss it, but it be the truth. Like, it's the truth. They have these arrangements, and they, allow their spouses to go do this and mess with that person, and sometimes they approve people. This is just insane to me. And then the Albion dude, he was talking about sleeping with Kevin Hunter, and his wife is sitting right next to him. And basically, he was saying he was with Kevin Hunter like last year sometime, beginning of last year. So it wasn't super long ago. And his wife's sitting right there eating some grapes. Like, when I say he is explicit, y'all, he is explicit telling this story. And his wife is sitting right there like, and I couldn't get past her sitting there eating them grapes while her husband was talking like that. Because, I know she already knew the story, of course. I know that wasn't her first time hearing the story, so she wasn't in shock. But I would think that it would still have some type of effect on her, to where she wouldn't be able to sit there and just eat some grapes while he's talking this crazy. So, I don't know, yeah, but that was just funny to me. And everybody else was wondering about that too, but it's just, the whole situation is crazy. I wish that we would kind of let it go and stop talking about it, simply because I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't care for Wendy Williams. Life is happening to her. Not that I wish anything upon her. I'm just saying that life is happening to her, and she wants it to be swept under the rug and closed, behind closed doors. But you've aired out everybody else's dirty laundry. You've aired out everybody else's dirty laundry. But you want everyone to sort of just have sympathy for you and feel for you and all. I do not. I'm so sorry. I do not. I don't know. Maybe I need to work on it. Maybe there's nothing genuine about her. I don't feel like she's innocent. And from what I understand, her and Kevin have done a lot of dirt to people. A lot of dirt. Like, not just her airing out people's laundry, but just things they've done to people and the way they've treated people. Like, I've heard that they're not easy people to work for. You know what I mean? I don't think that they're necessarily good people. I just don't. I don't think they're necessarily good people. But that's my opinion. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about the whole situation in the comment section down below. And we can agree to disagree. Just be respectful. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not going to apologize to any Wendy Williams fan. That's the way I feel. That's the way I feel. If that's your girl, fine. Go ahead, and how you doing and all that. Go ahead and do that with her. I'm not. I cannot. I can't stand to hear the sound of her voice. I cannot watch her show. So, tell me how you feel. I will not be offended. Just be respectful. You do not have to agree with me. But, y'all, that's a tea on Wendy Williams right now. And her situation, it's just a big old mess. So, but remember that you are perfectly imperfect. I hope y'all enjoy this Easter weekend, and everyone just has a good time regardless of what you're doing. I pray that you just take a moment to thank God in the midst of all the activity and events or whatever you may be doing. Just take a moment to thank God. But you are perfectly imperfect. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.